Hello fam, how are you? Welcome back to our channel. You heard me right, yes, our channel. That means this channel belongs to you and I. Today I would love to share with you 8 things to know before embarking on a trip to Israel. Without wasting much of your time, let's go through. Number 1, I want you to know that Israel is a very safe country to travel to. Despite all that we see in the news, believe me, Israel is a very safe country to travel to. Tourist areas like Tel Aviv, Jerusalem, Galilee, the Dead Sea, etc. These places are very safe. Most of the times, let's say that the conflict that we normally hear is around, let's say, Gaza. These are places that no one lives there, so and there's nothing. It's not a place that a tourist would love to go there. It's not even, let's say, recommended for a tourist to go there. But apart from that place, all the tourist areas are very safe. In Israel is way lower. It's way lower than so many Western countries like the USA, the UK, Italy, France, name it. So, and also the personal security in Israel is very, very high. People kind of have this fear due to what like they see in the news, or let's say due to the kind of information that the media kind of feed us with. But believe me, Israel is a very safe country to go. So if you are planning a holiday, let's say you're planning, let's say, a holiday for 2021, you can just kind of trust me, Israel is one country for you to consider. One thing that I want you also to know is that Israel is very expensive. So if you are actually from, let's say, if you are based in, let's say, the southern part of Europe, so that is Italy, Spain, Greece, Portugal, or you're actually based in the eastern part of Europe, that is the Russia, Romania, Poland, Czech Republic, that areas where the cost of living is kind of very low. If you're actually from that place and you want to go to Israel, please do take note that Israel is very, very, very expensive. The cost of living there is very higher, very higher. Like, cost of living in Tel Aviv is higher than Milan. I do remember when we got there, and then we went, normally whenever we're traveling by air, I do not take along with me my deodorant. It's when I do get to the country, then I do buy my deodorant. So when we got to Tel Aviv, when we were actually, let's say, we got to Tel Aviv from the airport, we got going to our hotel, we saw this supermarket closer to the hotel. So once we got to the hotel, then we actually kind of placed our luggages and just go take a walk. This supermarket. So I went to the supermarket to buy a deodorant. And believe me, the prices are very high. Is that. So when we got to the supermarket, I actually took the smaller size. You know that we have the bigger size and the smaller size, So I took the smaller size. That in Italy, there's a supermarket like Iper or Esselunga, or let's say it will cost more than €2.50. I normally use the bigger size. And the bigger size for Esselunga, I normally pay €3.99. That is if they are not on discount. Sometimes if they're on discount, I even pay, like, sometimes it can cost as less as €2 if they are on discount. So when I got there to Tel Aviv, I took the smaller, the smaller 29 point something shekel, their currency. So converting it to euros, it was almost €8. Yes, this is how high things cost there. So if you are planning on a trip, okay, on a vacation in Israel, please be prepared. Things cost very, very high. One thing I want you to also know is that the people, Israelites, are very friendly. Believe me, they are very, very friendly. My husband is somebody who is very extrovert. I am a bit introvert, but my husband is very, very extrovert. So when we got there, and most of the trips that we made, okay, most of this kind of trips were actually, we use kind of public bus. So some trips takes us, let's say, 1 hour, others take us 2 hours. And it was so my husband kind of, we kind of interact. We actually interact with the people. And also whenever you miss, maybe you're looking for one location and you stop anybody, no matter how late it is, the person, whoever you stop, will have time for you and show you, give you the direction, the right direction. They are very, very friendly. It is easy for you to integrate with them. And also we actually must speak English. So if you speak English, then believe me, it will be very easy for you to communicate with people. Although I think the official language is Arabic and then Hebrew, but then most of them understand and also speak English. So communication wise, you will never have any issue with that. One thing I want you also to know is that be prepared for the Sabbath hours. So in Israel, the Sabbath day is highly respected. The Sabbath day starts from Friday from 3 p.m. from between 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. to Saturday 7 to 8 p.m. And during those hours, okay, no businesses and also public transportations do not run during this let's say this hours. So you should take note of that. And most of the religious, let's say, places, let's say the tourist places, are kind of closed. So I will always kind of recommend, if you want, let's say, if you want to embark on, let's say a 1 week holiday in Israel, I would recommend maybe you leave your country, let's say Sunday. At least for Sunday, if you get to Israel on Sunday, you will have Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and so Friday to visit this place. And then also, one thing that I would just want you to know is that be prepared to be strictly interviewed at the airport. Like, it happens to me. I thought I was actually retained for close to 3-4 hours. Believe me, around 9, it was 9 in Italy, but then it was 10 because they were actually let's say 1 hour ahead of us. Okay, so we got there. When we got there, it was 10 o'clock. Believe me, when they finally left me, that was already 3 o'clock p.m. So from 10 a.m. to 3 o'clock to 3 p.m. Yes, that's how bad it is. Like, it's very, very unnecessary, believe me. But you just need to be prepared and also have patience, because they're all doing this also for your own good and also for their own good, because at the end of the day, they don't know who is a tourist and who's also a tourist. So they actually doing their job. They're just trying to be very to be prepared that you'll be checked before entering public places, like, let's say, the shopping mall, or also, and also let's say train station. Check your bag if you have something in before they will allow you enter the mall. And they do the same thing when you also want to go to the train station. Okay, so just be prepared for that, and do not be offended. Feel whenever you find yourself in that situation, don't feel offended. Don't say, oh, maybe because I'm actually a foreigner. No, not because you're a foreigner, because they even do it to the Israelites also. So it's not only foreigners. One thing I just want you to know is that try to negotiate. So if you go to, let's say, the open market, try to negotiate. Mark that we wanted to buy, and then we actually wanted to buy 8, yes, because we had a lot of people that we wanted, because we have a lot of family and friends that we wanted to give this to. So we bought 8, and the first shop that we went, it was about 100. They said something about 100. Shinkrin, they are, sorry, they are currency. And at the end of the day, we end up paying 40. Yes, we end up paying 40 or 50. I do not remember very well, but we pay very, very less. Please do not negotiate at places like, do not go to the shop mall or supermarket to negotiate, please. I'm not talking about I'm not talking about supermarket or shopping mall. But if you go to the open market, normally you want to, you get that maybe normally if you go to like this for example, if you go to Jerusalem, okay, if you go to Jerusalem, there are this kind of most of the gates you have something like Damascus gates, or most of those gates, this actually they have markets inside. So if you go to this kind of marketplace where they sell souvenirs, so like it could be mark where they sell souvenirs, so it could be mark, it could be maybe t-shirts, Jerusalem t-shirt or whatever. So please try and negotiate. Don't pay once once they kind of tell you the price. Try and negotiate. And finally, for we the women, okay, try and pack, let's say, modest clothing, please, because most of those tourist areas are religious places. Okay, so if you go to Jerusalem, most of them, or if you go to Nazareth, or if you go to, let's say, if you cross over, but you can even go to Palestine. Okay, so you can go to Bethlehem. But Bethlehem is actually part of Palestine, right? So if you go there, please try and be modest, please, in your dressing. Don't go and be showing, don't put on things, be showing your breast and everything, please, because most of those places, most of this kind of religious places, if you are not decently dressed, you might not be allowed to enter. I remember when we went to Bethlehem, how to call the Nativity of Christ, okay, before we could enter that, we had to, if you're a woman, or let's say if you're a woman, then you have to cover your hair. I remember I didn't have any. I will show you the picture there. I will show you the picture. I didn't have I didn't have my hair covered, so I actually had with me a cardigan. So I just took that cardigan and just covered my hair with that. Yes, so please. Apart from that, I was wearing a t-shirt and also a jeans strap. So I think I was kind of decently dressed. The only issue that I have was my hair that was not covered. So I just took my cardigan and just covered my hair with it before being allowed to enter the church. So take note of that. This is all that I can share with you. I hope I was able to help. I hope I was able to give you most vital information that you need. Please, if you have any question, feel free to ask in the comment section, and I will be glad, very, very glad to respond to you, and also share your feedback and your view in the comment section, please. And then that's the end of this video. Thank you for watching, and then please do not forget to give us a thumbs up. Yet part of this family, please just subscribe and be part of this great family, and also just leave your comments in the comment section below. And then till we meet again, goodbye.